another edition of Mr. Calories View the World. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff when I go live. You did? Yeah. So, jumping into the article from Bleacher Report. This one's a little weird to me. Mark Cuban confirms Mavericks won't play national anthem before home games. Okay, cuz. Whatever. The Dallas Mavericks will not play the national anthem prior to home games at the American Airlines Center this season. They have not done so of any of their 13 preseason and regular season home games to this point. Yeah. This anti-American thing is weird. From a pop culture wise, I get it. Like if I was younger and I didn't read and I didn't study history. But this is remnants of the Chinese Civil War in the early 1900s on how the divide was started to conquer China. And you may say I sound crazy as hell, but I read a lot. I know how Rome fell. And it's all about a divide within the people. If you think that Alexander the Great was a great conqueror, and you thought he was the only conqueror, you're crazy. It's just, in my opinion, technology has changed, life has changed, and in order to conquer nations, you do it through propaganda. You control the mind of the people. Versus in the early 1900s, there wasn't social media. You couldn't directly affect each American like you can now. But that's just my opinion. Now, yeah. So, an NBA spokesperson said, under unique circumstances of this season, teams permitted to run their regular pregame operations as they see fit. Former San Francisco 49ers Colin Kaepernick was the first athlete to generate a number of headlines by kneeling during the national anthem as a means of protesting police brutality and racial injustice. Ha! Leave it to the people that never grew up in the hood to tell you about the hood, right? Because Kaepernick don't know a damn thing about the streets or any inner cities. The east side of Kansas City, St. Louis, Detroit, nothing. And I guarantee you be scared as hell. And that's okay. I'm not saying anybody should be forced to like the national anthem. I'm not saying at all. But I'm saying the people who do these publicity stunts to say that they understand the struggle or the pain or anything that the black American has went through in the U.S., it's all about their bottom line. Cuban makes more money. Cap made more money. He signed a fat deal with Nike. Got his own Air Force and all that. Dropped his own jersey, the I'm with Cap, this jersey. What happened to the average hood? And I know about the Know Your Rights camp and all that, but you cherry picking the information that you teaching our youth. You see, I went down that route too, you know. I know a lot about the Black Panthers history and all that, you know what I mean? But I can tell you about Carter G. Woodson and Booker T. Washington, Malcolm X, and Frederick Douglass, and I can tie it all together. And I can tell you that as black Americans, they've been playing us for a long time, and it's still happening. Mavs ain't in the playoffs. I've seen they like the 14th seed in the West, if I'm not mistaken. PR move, you know what I mean? Ride the cultural wave. That's what we got to do. Mark Cuban tweeted, if you want to complain to your boss and ask why they don't play the national anthem every day before you start work. Like I said, hey, you got to ride the wave. You got to throw shots back. You got so many people on Twitter that was defending Cuban. Yeah, tell them. You know, prior to 1918, the Star Spangled Banner was not regularly played before U.S. sporting events. And this is what's different to me, because this is why we like America. Well, we should like America, because we have these freedoms. Go to China and say, hey, we don't want the Chinese national anthem. Go to Russia and say that. Go to North Korea and say that. In America, we have the freedom to say we don't like something, and it's okay. Our whole family don't get their heads cut off. If we don't understand, like, go to China and say anything about the Chinese government and see how they treat you. Go to Russia and say something about Putin and see what happens to your family. Not just you, your family. Freedom of speech is very, very valuable and very unique to America. We don't realize what we could lose. This cancel culture is dangerous. This not wanting to celebrate America and the freedoms of America is dangerous. And you may say, hey, you reaching. But hey, man, study history. Study history. Every great nation eventually falls. And most nations fall, well, not most, but almost all of them fall from within. And I think we all could agree America is very divided simply because of where we get our media. Most people, everything they know in their life is based off an algorithm. It's not even really what they want to know. It's spoon-fed to them and they just take it like a baby. So situations like this is why this happens. I'm proud to be an American. I understand that being black, there is no other place that I could have been born where I can flourish the way I can as in America. My ancestors went through hell. Their blood is in this land. Their blood is in this soil. And I'd be damned if I quit on what they started. That's just my opinion. That's how I feel about the situation. That's why I'm pro-America. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, how you feel. It's not my job to tell Mark Cuban what to do. The Mavericks are his team, so I support his choice of not playing the anthem. I just think this is dangerous on being anti-American while in America. But hey, I'm just one person. We all have our own opinions. That's the beauty of being human. Let me know in the comments how you feel. Are you supportive of this? Are you against it? Are you pro-America? Are you anti-America? I welcome all. I love all. Until next time, YouTube, spread love, spread positive vibes, and do not forget to like, share, subscribe. You did? I'm out. Peace.